How dare you say that to my yeah. Okay. So how dare you say that to my face? And Al Bundy responds with,
well, I would go around you, but I only have a half tank of gas.
Thank you for tuning in to our Fat Podcast. To get the latest updates and links to the newest episodes, visit thebrothersfat.com. You can also use thebrothersfat.com to contact us, connect with us on social media, as well as contribute your weight loss to the Million Pound Challenge. That's at thebrothersfat.com/million. We would love it if you could head to our page on Facebook and share it with your friends and give it a like so that we can help spread the news and spread the word, get other people involved. There are a lot of fatties out there just like us, and so we're all trying to just help each other and, do something bigger than ourselves, or rather smaller than ourselves. If you have your own 2019 weight loss goals, join our Fatties Helping Fatties weight loss support group on Facebook. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this week's episode.
How are we gonna kick this? How are we gonna kick this thing off?
yeah, like the first one, we don't know how to kick. We're terrible at kicking off shows, aren't we?
We're third episode in. We can't figure this out.
How do you?
I think that I know how to kick off shows, but it involves a little bit of scripting.
You mean like, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Brothers Fat Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, the fattest brother, Michael Burgess.
And I'm here with me.
There are my two other brothers.
And I'm here, the largest brother, Mark. And make sure you smash that like button and click that share button. You want to get that comment button, push that comment button. That's going to really helps us out. And if you could click our link on the thing that gives us money, we could use lots more of that.
And this is Shane, and I'm a little embarrassed by what just happened. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a nuclear bomb and shoot it at the like button and shoot it at the subscribe button and click the bell. And so you'll never miss a minute of our stuff.
Because if there's a word for it, it's tremendous, it's stupendous, and it's spectacular and scrumtrolescent.
All right, so
like
if there's any listeners left, let's get started.
I like the nuclear bomb line.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're like, don't just smash that like button. I want like DEFCON 5 on this. On that like button.
I want that like button to be evacuated, to be completely empty when this thing gets hit.
I'd be really interested if somebody could assemble the Infinity Gauntlet and maybe press the button with that thing.
Ooh,
that's a good idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about snap it out of existence to hit the button? Like they have to do the Thanos snap to hit it.
Yeah,
that's what I meant here.
But half of all of YouTube disappears.
I might take it,
and it's just us. Actually, every other podcast.
You know what?
It's just us.
Disappears.
For the people that don't know, this is how fat we are. We're so fat that the Thanos snap just took away half of us.
And we're still fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still fat.
See, he snapped, half the universe disappeared. I lost 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Actually, I think our mass was the reason the snap didn't fully work.
Yeah, exactly.
We saved the universe.
It would have been everybody in the universe, but they're like, oh, we got these 3 guys. We can't do it.
just can't go any farther.
It's physics.
Simple physics.
It's like our
snap had a threshold.
You guys know.
Yeah.
You guys know, right? We have a 1 million pound challenge. We want to record 1 million pounds lost this year in 2019. I was thinking about that, and the 3 of us could get pretty close to that million.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna need some help.
Yeah,
so.
we'll need a little bit.
We're gonna need a little bit of help. I can get up right there, 2 pounds short in a week.
Yeah. So yeah, thebrothersfat.com/million. Smash that submit button. Type all your stuff in first.
Smash that button.
Oh, also on thebrothersfat.com, everybody. I know this is a little bit out of place, but there's a little thing there called Thinspiration.
Now that Thinspiration's pretty cool. You gotta do some.
Effect, excuse me.
You gotta explain it further because that thing is really cool.
Yeah. So
before you explain it, Ferner,
What are you, the Swedish cook from the Muppets?
Yeah.
So no, before you go further, you said this or we're a little out of place here, I think is what you preface that with. I want to emphasize that we're a little out of place everywhere because we're larger than the place.
This is true.
And the clothes.
You know what my favorite your mama's fat joke was?
What was that?
And I don't even know why, but when I first heard it, I cracked up so hard. Because your mama's so fat that she jumped in the air and got stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. I don't know why it's so funny. It's so stupid.
That's some fourth dimension thinking right there.
Yeah, so she's so fat she broke the dimensional barriers?
I don't know. Like, she's so fat. Like, now this is nobody's mom in particular. This is a joke, so we'll say it about ourselves because I don't want to offend anybody.
Mom might get mad.
Let's say we're so fat you jump in the air and you get stuck. I guess that means like you just fill up the whole earth so much that like you jump and you just can't come down because you're I don't know, the fat just filled up the whole world. I don't know how it works.
It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but it's hilarious. Like you can know why it's funny is because you can actually see like a really fat person, like not like a normal person, but the fattest thing you ever seen jump in the air and get stuck. And it makes sense for like a fat. You won't say you're so skinny you'll jump in the air and get stuck because that's not going to happen.
I don't know,
but
unless you're so skinny that your density is less than that of air.
Then they float away into outer space.
You're so skinny that you can hang glide on a Dorito. That's another one.
That's a good one. I never heard that.
Is there a good collection of skinny jokes? I don't know.
There used to be. So I remember back in the old In Living Color days, there was like the Yo Mama stuff. They're like, Yo Mama, Yo Mama, Yo Mama. And they're making all these jokes, and that's where I got a lot of them from.
So, you know where I got a lot of them from was Married with Children with Al Bundy. He had the best
ones.
That
one too.
Well, he made fun of fat people, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my best Al Bundy joke. And we're not fat shaming, but these are funny. I mean, come on. The lady comes in the shoe store and he's saying something to her, and she's like, "How dare you say that in front of me?"
No, it was behind my back. Or no,
he said it to my face. Yeah, she said to my face.
How dare you say that to my face?
How dare you say that to my face? Yeah. Okay. So how dare you say that to my face? And Al Bundy responds with,
"Well, I would go around you, but I only have a half tank of gas." Like, that was a well-written joke.
That was great. I mean, I laugh about that one every time I hear it. It's so funny.
It's half tank of gas. You can't go around.
And you know
yeah, I mean, a half tank. Yeah, okay. My car, a half tank of gas is like. Let's break down this joke.
Let's do
I love it.
Let's science it.
Okay, so half a tank of gas in my car gets you about 225 miles. So what he's saying is that he has, and back then he had the car that probably had last. So let's say he can only get 100 miles, maybe half the gas mileage I have now, because this was the 80s, maybe early 90s. So what he's saying is he has to drive more than 125 miles to go around this lady to her back to say something.
I mean, we're talking like a 3 to 4 hour drive session here.
Yes, this is like a 2 hour drive to get behind somebody. I mean, this is crazy. It's so funny.
Like,
who thought of it?
I can just imagine, like, you're almost halfway around, and you're like, "Are we there yet?" Almost.
Yeah.
We're going to get there, I promise.
Yeah, because you imagine you're actually making the trip for 2 hours, and then you just get out to say the thing, and then you got 2 hours back.
Yeah, you wasted a whole day just telling a joke.
But he only had a half tank of gas, so he would have stalled out on the way, because we're assuming it would take more than a half tank of gas.
It would have been a straight suicide mission.
Yeah, this is not good. Oh, my gosh, so funny. Okay, where were we at? Oh,
Sorry.
Inspiration.
No, wait,
this is a great segue.
wait. I wanted to. Okay, here. Hold on.
Are you Googling right now?
What was the mileage you said on that going around? You said 125 miles.
125 miles.
Well, let's also consider the car that he drove too in the show.
Okay,
yeah.
so based on that, I've determined that. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so her diameter, if we have to go 125 to get around her diameter and mileage is something around 80 miles. She is 80 miles in diameter.
80 miles wide. Wow. Now, she would jump up in the air and get stuck. Okay.
All right, so
no doubt.
Yeah.
so Al Bundy's car was a 1973 Dodge Dart Sport.
So welcome to the Al
only car
Bundy
he can
Weekly
afford.
show here, because this is probably what's going to happen. This show is going to be about Al Bundy, the Three Stooges,
So
and
no,
wrestling.
listen to what this says.
Uh-huh.
The unreliable 1973 Dodge Dart Sport, the only car he can afford, and the automotive equivalent of Peg.
The automotive
car-
equivalent of Peg?
Oh, man.
The car consistently lets him down at vital moments, and he seems to spend almost as much time pushing as driving it. But Al has a stubborn loyalty to the vehicle, and in season 11's Requiem for Chevyweight, Part 1, and its sequel, he spends a great amount of time, money, and energy trying to keep his baby going. And that's the end.
All right.
Boring.
All right. I think we spent too much time on this. Actually, that wasn't boring. That was kind of good. I
You need some
what
backing.
kind his car was.
Wait, but who?
I
before
can't
we
speak.
get off
I
of
forgot
Al
what
Bundy,
kind of car it was. Okay.
before we get off of Al Bundy, I have
Yep.
to know who was the guy that he threw a touchdown against in high school.
It was
His name.
What? I don't remember
Spare Tire Johnson. Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
that's right. Polk High, class of 1965 or something. I forgot about. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Was it Spare Tire?
I mean, I know our fans are like really impressed
Oh.
with our Married with Children knowledge.
Spare Tire Dixon is the name.
Spare Tire Dixon. Oh, what a legend.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, okay. We're done. We're done with the
Okay.
Al Bundy.
Let's
More
go
to
back
come
to
in the coming weeks.
Finspiration.
Inspiration. This important thing that you
But
that you made.
Al Bundy, just last thing. Don't let this distract you. This fact: 1966, Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a single game.
In a single game,
playing for
yeah.
Polk High
Yeah.
Against Spare
against Spare Tire Dixon.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
so
so
funny.
Thinspiration. What's that?
Finspiration, yes.
Yeah.
Al Bundy doesn't need this because he's already thin, but some people like us, we need it. And what you do is go to thebrothersfat.com, and there's a link at the top that says Thinspiration. If you're on your mobile device, click the menu button, and it'll drop down, and you can see Thinspiration. And basically what you do is you put in your height and your weight, and it will, and your gender. So if you're male or female, it'll you hit submit, and basically it'll take you to a Reddit post of people your same height and weight and gender, and show you people who've lost weight. So you can kind of see basically somebody your same shape, what they look like after they lost weight. It's pretty cool stuff.
Right. I just looked up one guy. I just looked up one guy right here, who is mine. He started. He was 31, 6'1", 355. He's now down to 285. He only posted a picture of his face, but I gotta say, he was hiding a pretty sweet jaw under that fat.
Yeah, and a lot of times it says how long it took them to get there. They don't go into their whole story a lot of times.
Yeah, he
It's
says
just,
70 pounds.
Hey, I
7
did
months.
this. 70, so 10 pounds a month, which should be doable, right?
That's what I would think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
God,
so that's
I
pretty
hope
cool.
that's doable.
So, last Sunday, being the brilliant software engineer that I am, I was just sitting there and I'm like, hey, I should write something, put this on the website. And that's what I did. So it was fun.
You're a
I liked
software
doing
what?
it. Engineer.
So you like drive software to like where it needs to go, let people get off and let them load on again?
That's a train.
No, that's silly, Mark. What he does is he plays with software while riding the train.
What?
Oh, so you actually you drive a train, but you are made out of software.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know how we got on this.
We're just
Am
curious.
I dumb?
So let's, without further ado, I mean, it's been a lot of ado, but what does that even mean, ado?
Ado.
Ado. Is it 2 words?
Ado.
Is it a
Ado.
Like you're talking about one?
Ado. We'll have to look that up someday. And
We
talk
can,
about it. I don't
you know
feel
what?
like doing it right now.
I mean, do you have your phone? You can ask.
It means
Google or
without any
Siri.
fuss or delay, immediately.
Oh,
Is that the full thing,
Phrase
or,
of
or
ado,
just
and ado is one word, and it's a state of agitation or fuss, especially about something unimportant.
okay?
well, we failed that one.
Trouble. Or
Yeah, I mean, well, that's
Trouble or
ado.
difficulty.
Al Bundy is ado. I probably in the context of this podcast.
You're right, yeah.
Although hilarious.
No shade.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into our weeks, how our weeks went, and then we'll go right into weigh-ins, and then we'll see where we go after that. But we're already 20 minutes in, so.
Cool.
Let's
yeah.
get to it.
Time is a non-renewable resource, gentlemen. It's non-renewable.
Let's start
right.
with, I'm going to roll the fake dice that I don't have and say, Mark, you should go first.
Sure, I'll
All
talk
right.
about my week. My week was fairly successful and entirely predictable. I went to the gym 4 times, and when I go, I do 30 minutes of the circuit, the dumb stepper that I hate, and in between you go on the machines.
Isn't it the most embarrassing thing at Planet Fitness?
Doing the
Is that where you're at,
doing the
right?
stepper?
Yeah.
It's only embarrassing when like people don't go in order and they don't take their turns. And so then a lady approaches the leg curl machine when it's my turn, and the light just turned green, and now we're wasting precious moments. 60 seconds is all I get.
Yeah.
She gets on there, and now she's disrupted the entire flow.
And she's not even working out half the time. That's what happens
No,
to
she
me.
goes on 3 machines and then leaves. I'm like, they have 2 of all of these out there, in the purple area.
Leave me alone.
Blows me away. So yeah,
I
thought
get
it's
weird
monitored
rules.
regularly.
Yeah, well, I mean,
No,
I've
they
also
don't-
never heard.
They don't show off the lunk alarm there.
I was going to say, I've never seen the lunk alarm go off, and I've seen plenty of lunks.
Yeah.
Did you call them
Lunks
lunks?
aplenty.
You're like, hey,
So-
you lunk.
I think some might consider me a lunk just based off of how I look.
Do you take a gallon of water with you?
No, why? Is that what lunks do?
That's like lung central. So if you take a gallon of water with you and you're dressed in you have tight shorts on and maybe a sweatshirt, maybe a hoodie on or something like that.
Oh,
and you
that-
jug of water.
That's my goal.
Yeah,
That's my goal archetype.
You'll get kicked out. There's a lot of YouTube videos of people getting kicked out with having jugs of water. That's one of
Why?
the things they determine if you're a lunk or not.
That sounds like a profiling.
It kind of is, but that's what I mean. That's so the Gold's Gym people. They don't want them in there. They just want people like us in there, I guess.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, so that is nuts. I don't bring water with me to the gym because they have water fountains. I don't like carrying extra stuff, and also I'm only there an hour. I don't understand why I can't drink before and after.
Yeah, I get thirsty though when I'm there. I got really.
I work
thirsty,
through
so
the
I get a
thirst,
little
man. I
sip
want
of
that water gone. I want to make weight.
Yeah, I mean that's why I take a little sips and not a whole.
Because if
jug
we
of
if we
water.
make weight, we make partner.
However, if you drink a whole jug of water a day, you'll probably drop a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It takes water to process fat.
Wait a minute, make a partner. What are you in a '90s lawyer movie?
I'm trying to be, but I'm too fat right now.
Trying to make partner.
Was Murphy Brown a lawyer?
She was a news person.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we're I guess we're bringing up things that people don't know anymore.
Yeah,
I know.
like the movie.
Well,
Although-
Murphy Brown came back.
Oh, I didn't
Murphy
know
Brown
that.
came back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It was. I didn't watch any of it, but I was wondering if she still has the same painter because that'd be crazy if that guy's still working for her forever.
Well, and I understand that if people don't get the Murphy Brown reference, but everyone will get. Who could forget about Polk High's 1966 Al Bundy throwing 4 touchdowns against none other than spare tire Dixon?
Yeah.
Nobody would ever forget that.
Something. It feels like we just talked about that, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, so the rest of my week, yeah. So I got to
That
the
was
gym.
last week.
I did good in the gym. I did the stairs today for the first time in a long time. I realized why I quit doing them and lied to myself about them existing. They're just unpleasant and painful, but boy, do you burn calories quick.
Yeah. For sure.
But so I've been doing that and watching listening to pod. I've been watching podcasts.
I've been watching
podcasts
like
with
crazy.
my ears.
He's watching the audio thing go up and down. He's like, "Whoa, that was a big one! Whoa,
Look at that spike."
Something funny there."
Yeah,
He has it muted.
boy, this Spectrum
Yeah,
analyzer is
he's
lit.
just watching the Spectrum. Yeah, that's it. It's no sound. He's just watching it, trying
Boy,
to guess what they're saying.
Yeah, that 440 hertz really peaked up, hit that red, went from green to red. Oh my goodness.
You know what I would do? I would actually mute it and watch it, and then make my own voice over it and record it as if it was my own podcast.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
Try to
record
match
your
the
own voice
things.
over someone else's muted podcast.
Try to match the frequencies.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You're like, you could just record a podcast. No.
Well, yeah, if you mute somebody
this
else,
is like,
if you mute someone else's podcast and record your own over it, that's just like recording your own podcast.
no, it's overdubbing, but with podcasts.
Like someone saying, "I'm going to stretch canvas over this painting and paint a painting on it." Well,
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
painted a painting.
No,
Okay.
I overdubbed the painting.
All
Anyway,
right,
so the rest of
let's get back to your
rest
week.
of my week. The eating was okay.
Let's slow down on the workout thing. So you went to Planet Fitness. You did the 30-minute circuit thing, three times this week.
Yeah, I did 30-minute circuit, and then I did some isolated lifts, and then I did roughly 15 to 20 minutes of cardio of some kind.
So how long would you spend at Planet Fitness each time?
It's about an hour.
Okay. And how many calories do you think you burned?
When I input them in MyFitnessPal, sometimes they're kind of unbelievable, but I don't know. Somebody smarter than me probably put together the algorithm to calculate that, but I would say it's somewhere around 650 calories, maybe 700.
Unless you have, I mean, for me, for 50 minutes or so, it's about 500.
Oh, okay. So maybe that is in line.
I mean, probably at least 700, I would guess.
Okay, yeah, so that may be accurate. I just get skeptical of the numbers sometimes, but whatever. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna trust the numbers this first quarter this year and see if they actually work.
Yeah, and I'm doing mine via heart rate, so that's how I'm getting my calories. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so you're eating. How'd your eating go?
Oh, it went just fine. I stayed under my calorie goal every day except for. Or no, I stayed under my calorie goal every day. Wow, it was probably the first week in 4 years. No, I guess I've had other weeks where I've been well under anyway. Regardless, it's been good. I've still eaten some garbage, but it's still been within my calorie range, my caloric range.
Yeah. Cool. So all in all, you think this week went well for you?
I think it went fairly well.
Cool. Anything you want to change for next week?
Yeah, next week I want to go to the gym 4 times.
Whoa. Slow down there.
I know, let's not get crazy.
So
but
do you have to go at a
4
special
times.
time or what? How do you make time to go to the gym?
I go whenever. I keep trying to milk it and talk Michael into going with me, but he just never wants to go. Just wants me to go by myself. All lonesome.
I don't want to
Interesting.
leech off your membership.
You should. I mean, that would be cool. If I had somebody to go with, I'd go all the time. I still go every day, but it'd be fun to go with somebody else.
I know. We used to have a crew we went with back after high school. Like we had 5 of us going.
Yeah,
at
but we
one
were
time.
definitely a group of lunks.
Yeah, we were just being
1 rep
lunks.
maxing every day. I'm gonna get 400 more.
Well, time to hit up that Burger King.
Slamming weights down after a half rep. Boom. Flexing.
Getting yelled at.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to Fitness USA. So I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but you used to be able to buy lifetime memberships for like $300. And you'd be able to go to this thing anytime you wanted.
That's a sick deal, dude.
Except,
I know.
and not anytime. There was like a guy's day and a girl's day. So you had to do separate guys and girls' days.
There was sometimes they did special commingling, I remember.
And well, they eventually they opened up like a cardio section in the front. You can go there any day, but you couldn't go to the weight room or there was only one locker room, so that's why they had that. But they had pool, saunas, and everything. It was a really cool place. And one day I worked out like a maniac. And then I drove right to Wendy's, which was in the parking lot, and I got a Baconator. I'll never forget that. I don't know why I would do such a thing. It's silly.
No, it's great. You just opened up some room for the Baconator.
I guess so. But I literally wiped out all of what I did that day and anything I could have done for the next week with this one Baconator.
Let me see. I want to see what the Baconator stats are. Is this something that you can only have so many of these in your life?
Let's play a game. Let's guess the Baconator calories.
Oh, we're just gonna take
All right.
estimates.
So,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Was it the double, the triple, quadruple? How many meats?
There was only one at this time, so it's just a single Baconator.
Single Baconator. Okay. I thought I remember them putting like a half a pound of bacon or something on it. So I'm going to guess 850 calories.
Okay. Okay, Micah, what do you guess?
I was thinking closer around the range of like 1250.
Oh, wait.
Because you probably got a meal, didn't you?
I want to guess the sodium. Oh, I'm just guessing the amount of the burger itself. But I'm gonna say 850 calories, and I'm gonna say 400 milligrams of sodium.
Okay, so I would go with 800 as well. I don't care about the sodium, so I don't know.
What was your guess, Mike? 1250?
1250, but I was going off of the meal. If I was going for the burger,
Yeah, just the burger.
Just the burger. I'll stick around 700 then.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's see. Did any of us win or did we go over? Obviously, this is Price is Right rule, so if we go over, you don't win. So
I like that you preceded that with obviously.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows you play by Price is Right rules.
Oh, I found it here.
Yeah.
Okay. It is. The single is 610 calories, so much healthier than we thought.
Wow.
So we all lost.
The double is 9, and the triple is 1150.
Wow.
1150 for one sandwich.
I know. So that's like 90% of my
day.
calorie goal right there. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, on the nutrition facts sticker, it says 200% of your daily saturated fat.
Wow.
Gross.
Oh, I was way off on sodium. It's like 1,200 milligrams.
Wow.
Woo!
All right. So your eating was good. Your workouts were good. And next week
My
you're gonna
eating
try to
was
go-
fair. My eating was fair.
Yeah.
The
Your
quality food was
calorie
great.
intake.
Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds good. So I guess I'll go next since Michael went first last week. So my
Sounds
week,
good.
I worked out every single day,
Lame.
except for Saturday. Although Saturday I did a lot of walking.
You slacked on Sat? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But I'm never going to do that again because I really felt it. I really wish I would have worked out Saturday and I didn't. So I'm going to work out every day from now on, unless I really, really can't. If I'm sick or if I have family obligations, I can't make it to work out. So that was good. As far as calories, I wouldn't say like my calorie goal is around 1750 or something like that. And my average is 1800. So I went over some days and under some days. But
1750 seems low. How'd you get how is that?
My TDEE is only 2200. So if I want to lose 2 pounds a week or 1 pound a week, I have to have 500 calories less.
Oh, I thought your TD. Oh, I guess your TDEE is accounting for your activity as well. Never mind.
It was. Yep. That TDEcalculator.net, everyone. That's how I figured that out.
So there's another calculation you can look up if you're interested. If you don't want to exercise, I advise exercising. But if you don't want to exercise, you can look up your RDEE, which is your resting daily energy expenditure, and that's the very minimum that your body just operating utilizes throughout the whole day. So some people look up their RDEE, and if they want to lose weight, they'll drop below that. They'll just live their life normally if they don't want to exercise. And then they'll go back up to it once they get to a weight that they like being. So I've found quite a few YouTube videos of people who I understand the appeal of not exercising. I just feel like in terms of longevity, it's probably in your best interest to exercise.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I'm exercising so I can. Well, I don't know what I'm saying here. For me, if I can't exercise, I'm not going to drop my calories too low. I think I'll just opt to go like low carb or something. And I've seen this actually on Extreme Weight Loss. They had these twins one time. And one of them couldn't work out. So what he did was he lowered their carbs and had them kind of do keto while they couldn't work out. And the guys came in and they weighed and they both lost about the same amount of weight. The one guy worked out a lot, the other guy and ate carbs. The other guy didn't and was on keto. So if I don't work out, that's what I'd rather do. But either way, like MyFitnessPal, which I'm using, that does automatically tell you too. It figured it out. It says, okay, your calories are 17, whatever, 50 or 20 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So it figures it out for you too.
I guess I've been living in this, large, fat, tall human person world for so long that I might not have a real grasp of what actual a proper calorie.
Now let's
intake
stop
is.
right there. You're big and tall.
Big and tall. I've been trying to find computer chairs that won't make noise when I move in them, and because you know what, every even big and tall chairs are heavy duty chairs. You look them up and it'll say the max weight is 256 pounds.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Instantly I look at the weight limit of something and I'm literally going to destroy it. In
Right.
5
So
minutes.
I've been looking. You realize that we pay a tax on the things we have to utilize because they have to be made special for us for being so fat. Well, maybe not usually.
Yeah, I'm getting there, but it's my goal one day to break everything I sit on. I think though too, like they put that on there for liability reasons. So if a treadmill says it's only going to take 250, you're probably going to be fine if you're 300 pounds.
Right. Yeah. But chairs.
If you're losing weight,
chairs make noise.
Yeah, I know. Some chairs will explode.
Well, I should elaborate there. I don't care that a chair makes a sound or a furniture makes a sound. I think people are going to think I'm some weird compulsive. I record music and stuff down here, and I sit in my chair when I hold an instrument or play piano, and so you'll hear in the background, if you listen real close to some of the tracks I've made, you'll hear my chair go quack, quack, quack when I shift and move while I play. So I've been looking, and it looks like I'm going to have to buy like what they call a big and tall heavy duty chair.
Well, with how much they're charging, you might as well just go to Ashley Furniture and get yourself a couch.
Let me head down to my recording sectional.
Well, if your chair can just hold off a couple months, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, here's my question. Didn't our trampoline growing up have a weight limit?
It was 300 pounds.
And we had like 19 people on it at any given time.
That's funny you say that because I bought my daughter a trampoline and I was on it, and that it has a weight limit of like 250 or something. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, because we were on that thing wrestling 4 people at a time. There's no way that's. I thought that was liability thing, so I just jumped on it with her, and it's fine. It's been fine.
Well, there was a reason.
Mostly it's been fine, but if I start jumping like the one mom and dad have right now, I was jumping on it, I touched the ground.
Right. Well, here's
like
the
my
thing
feet
too.
hit the ground.
I watch you jump on it, and the first 2 times I saw you jump on it, I was convinced that you weren't sure exactly how big you've gotten, because I do not step on it one bit. I will pierce through the center of it if my.
I will let you know I successfully did a backflip and took a selfie of it.
Oh, nice.
Right.
I can still do a flip and land on my feet.
Yeah.
I won't even try.
274.5 pounds as a.
I won't even try it. When I saw Michael get on the trampoline, it is a perfect display of how gravity works. You can see the reverse mountain that touches the ground whenever he takes a step on it. And I'm like, he's not even on a trampoline. He's walking on the ground. He's just got trampoline wrapped around his feet.
Wow.
So,
but there's a little bit of bounce.
You see my footprints in the ground underneath?
Well, yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he's got footprints under the trampoline. I kept getting scared for him, and then he was jumping with his kid on there, and I was like, I remember I was yelling out there. I was like, "Hey, don't jump on there! Don't jump on there with Caden! Don't."
Yeah. So Mark's being like worried mom out there.
Oh boy.
And I was like,
like I said, I've been.
Don't tell me what to do.
I've been in this game a long time. I've had plenty of chairs and tree branches break, and I have a general idea of what I should.
I know you're just looking out, and I appreciate it.
Looking out.
But I just want a taste of my glory days. I could have taken
them back. You know what? Tell you what. If you get below 200 pounds like you used to be, I will buy you a trampoline.
Hey, maybe you buy me a trampoline first, and I'll go and jump on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Eventually,
that's how you get 200
No,
pounds.
I don't want anyone to be able to say in any way
to have fun while they lose weight.
No, I don't
Nice.
I don't want your wife holding a grudge against me for getting the thing that you died on.
Well, you know what though? When spring comes around here, I am going to use that trampoline a lot. Something like that thing jacks my heart rate up so fast, which is crazy.
I know, just like 3 jumps, and then all of a sudden I'm dying.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
sweating.
had my heart rate monitor on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was at 135 with a couple jumps. I mean, you stay on that for 30 minutes, and boom, you got 300-400 calories burned.
I don't even know what it feels like anymore. I'm excited to try it again, but I will not until I'm under 300 pounds.
Yeah, which is going to be hopefully a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Man, that seems like a lot of weight in a couple of months. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gunning for that, but But,
well, what was your starting weight? 355, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 months.
Oh yeah, 5 months seems reasonable.
Yeah. All right, so we'll continue with my week. So diet, like Mark, I ate some bad things, some good things, but I stayed around my calorie goal. As far as working out, I was doing 500 calories in the morning and 300 at night. So I wake up at about 5 a.m. Sometimes later if I could, but most times 5 a.m. Go work out and do 500 calories in the morning. Go to work, do my work, come home, and do another half hour at home somehow. Whether it's with a step, I have like a aerobic step thing I bought a long time ago, and I can get my heart rate jacked up with that. DDP yoga is another thing I'd use, and then also I have an exercise bike, and as we talked about last week, my treadmill is broken. It was so nice. I'm looking at it right now; it's all broken.
How long is this thing going to be down for?
I think another week or two. I tore it all apart, and I figured out how to put it back together. So now I tore it apart, put it back together, but now I need to buy the thing to fix it and tear it apart and put it back together again. So
I feel like we need to, and we'll probably get sued, so I don't want to do it. But I feel like Dust in the Wind needs to be playing right now
I know.
by Kansas.
Yeah.
Do I remember how to play that?
It's kind of a blessing in disguise though, because I had to go to the gym, and there's a lot more to do at the gym. Although I do have an awesome setup down here where I can lift weights and run on my treadmill. But it's fun going to the gym, anyways. So at the gym, what I normally do is I hop on the elliptical there, and I do about 30 to 40 minutes on the elliptical, and then after that, I just go lift weights. So I alternate days. I'll do upper body one day, and the next day is lower body and core. And I don't know. Sometimes I lift heavy, and sometimes I lift light. Like today, I did
free weights or cable suspension.
I did cable stuff.
Okay.
So today, like I did upper body things, but I did them 100 sets. 100 reps.
100 sets will get you to your goal.
So
quick.
3 sets of 33 reps.
What you know about
reps.
them gains, Shane?
So I did those just to keep my heart rate up. I wanted to do a lot of them, so that's what I did. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
3 sets of
kind
what?
of boring. 3 sets of 33.
Of what? About your lifts?
Yeah.
3 sets of 33?
Yep.
Where'd you get? What? Or is this a program?
No, I invented it.
Boy, The Rock only does 25.
Does he? What does The Rock do?
He does like 5 sets of 25.
525.
Yeah.
I mean, same concept, like lifting lighter, but lifting more of them just to get my heart rate jacked. 525 might work too.
I lost a bunch of weight doing that. That was his Hercules routine. I lost a bunch of weight doing that, and I wasn't even doing cardio.
I did a workout like that once with a guy that I went to the gym with, and I remember that the next 4 to 5 days, my arms were so sore I couldn't even bring food to my mouth, which is a really good plan.
That is a good thing. So go lift some weights.
Like just get your arms so sore that you can't reach your face physically, and you won't eat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but I know I will. But it's been a long time since I had that soreness. Because I do, even though I'm overweight, I do go to the gym at least a couple times a month, or I do lift weights to try to always get back into the swing of things. And I haven't felt that soreness in so many years.
No, me either. In fact, the soreness I feel no matter how hard I lift, it ends up, it's almost an injury type of feeling. It's very external. It's very outside of my muscles, like nerve type of pain. And I can't sleep. My arms, I have to hold my arms like curled up into boomerangs, and they have to stay, if I touch them while I sleep, then I wake up and then I have to try and stretch them out. It's really weird. I don't know what it is, but no matter how frequently I lift, I feel like it's just when I'm not fat, it'll come back.
Yeah, well, maybe. If you don't lift for a while, then yeah, it comes back. But I remember the last time I felt that sore. Here's another plug for DDP yoga. So when you're doing yoga, you're moving muscles you normally don't move, right? And I did one workout with DDP yoga. It was a long time ago. And man, I tell you, I hurt in places I didn't even know I had places. This was bad. Like things you didn't know you had muscles in. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. But, I got over that, and I can do it now without getting sore. But it's pretty crazy.
When you are at work, you're on a computer all day, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So do you sit or stand, or do you have like a treadmill desk, or what's your work like?
No, I just sit the whole time. Normally, if it's not freezing cold like it was today, I'll just go walk around because I'm in downtown Ann Arbor, so there's a lot of walking you can do and look at stuff. So it's a good walking area, but today is too cold.
Ann Arbor, that's where excuse me, that's where Ann and Chris moved to from Parks and Rec.
Oh, really?
They moved to Ann Arbor. That's why they left the show. They had a baby and moved to Ann Arbor. So if you see them, let me know. I'm really wondering what they're up to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see them, but I'll let you know.
Well, that's nice of you.
All right, so that's my week. So I give myself, it went okay. And when we get to the weigh-in part, I have a little bit more to say about how it went. But that's all. That's what it is. And actually, I just remembered something about Mark's week that was funny. So we're in MyFitnessPal following each other, and let me see if I can pull this thing up. Mark had this epic workout.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So wait, let me go find it before you.
I mean, I can quote it right now for you if you like.
No. I gotta find it because it's so hilarious. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I guess it's too far down now. Oh, here it is. Mark Burgess burned 65 calories doing 10 minutes of walking, 18.5 minutes per kilometer, slow pace. 65. So tell me about this epic workout of yours. 65 calories, 10 minutes long.
Those aren't honest. Actually, 65 calories in 10 minutes is pretty sweet.
Hold on.
Those aren't honest workout, or that's not an honest workout. That's so I have an activity tracker, but I want like a really cool one that like is nice and I can wear, and like will tell me when someone texts me and stuff. But I got one that kind of does that sometimes. It's an Avia Stride. I recommend nobody purchase this. This company should go under. The app is terrible. There's no real tracking. It's like daily tracking, and you have to take a snapshot of your screen if you want to keep it. There's no stats. It's a waste of money. So
Mark, I'm looking at your profile picture. MyFitnessPal. What are you doing?
Is it the one where I'm waving, or what am I doing?
You're waving at the camera.
I wanted a picture that made people be like, what the heck? And like to click it so they can see the link and know that I have a podcast that I co-host. And so I looked at everyone else's pictures and was like, well, I'm going to do whatever they're not doing.
You're waving.
Waving at the.
So if you're on MyFitnessPal, for our listeners, if you're on MyFitnessPal, my screen name is Fat Brother Mark. Add me.
Hold on. I'll put this link in our. You got to put this on the webpage.
Anyway, so I'll finish with this real quick. The tracker doesn't work. It doesn't connect to MyFitnessPal. It doesn't do anything. It's kind of a waste. But I can at least check my steps on it and then write them down on MyFitnessPal. Well, MyFitnessPal won't track steps. It only tracks time. So I then look at my calories burned on my watch, and then I match my walking on MyFitnessPal to a time that is that calorie. So that's
Gotcha.
why.
All right, it was just funny. I saw that. I'm like, what the? Why would you log this thing? That was hilarious. I thought it was an accident or something. All right, so let's move on to Mike's week. How'd it go, Mike?
It was all right. All right, let's move on to the next thing.
Well, so something we should do too, and maybe we could do, after Mike tells us his week, we could each do one. I want us to each confess one thing that we either ate or did that we shouldn't have. Like,
oh, yeah.
I had the same idea. I was thinking we should do that too,
Okay.
yeah.
I can't wait for that because I have something good. Now, I'll tell you about my week. It started off a little rocky because my wife ended up going to the hospital. I stayed overnight with her. Of course, we ate terribly then because people bought food for us, and we, it was all up to her, and I just went along with it. And coffee. And so, like, the first half of the week, I don't remember much. I was just tired. So I feel really bad for that. But my My eating wasn't great. I did work out. I'm still sore. It's great. When I do squats, I go all the way like butt to floor, so I get a little bit of flexibility in there. And like Shane said, there's muscles that I haven't used in years that are being moved, and it's incredible. I've already found that tying my shoes is less of a bear.
Oh man!
But you're like, no.
Sometimes I avoid squats if I haven't done them in a long time, just because I know, like, I'll do them on a day where I don't have to work the next day.
Yeah,
you're in for some pain.
You're always in for some pain, but I'm like, well, if I need to carry on this physique while I lose weight, I better have the muscle to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got a friend he's a personal trainer. He moved down to Georgia. He is a really cool dude. His name is Tyler. And when he was 20 or 21, he was in the back of a car sleeping. Well, that car ended up wrecking, and he was in a coma for like 3 or 6 months or something. And so he didn't know, right? Like, he was just in the back of the car and then woke up 3 or 6 months later in a coma. They had to like repair his arm. His thumb sheath got severed and they couldn't fix it. So they had to pull like another tendon that he happened to have extra that some people do genetically to do his thumb. And they put him back together, his chest and stuff. And they said he was not going to be able to walk for the rest of his life. So Tyler started going to physical therapy, and he did that after 2 years. He was able to walk on his own. he put on a little bit of thickness, because he was pretty like, after you're in a coma that long, what's that word when your muscles deteriorate?
You made me forget. I knew it until you just said that.
You're not talking about rigor mortis, are you?
Atrophy.
That's it. He had like full body atrophy, and they said he wasn't going to be able to walk again. So working out and physical therapy put him in a position to walk again. Then he after he was done, they said, you did it. You're like a functional, physically functional person now. He felt like it wasn't enough, so then he started training on his own. Then he went to school and became a personal trainer, and then he started doing bodybuilding competitions and stuff. And he kind of, I feel like I don't remember what it was. One of the judges had told him at the last show that I went and saw him at that he was bodybuilder sized in every area, or he was physique. He was bodybuilder sized in every area except for like his arm and the other area that got trashed by the car accident, so it couldn't actually get bigger. And then they said you're physique sized in those areas, so we would suggest like moving up into bodybuilding or doing something else. Anyway, he got more interested in like wellness and longevity and nutrition, so now he's doing that. And the one thing he told me, because he trained me a couple of times, and the biggest thing he said, he thinks it should be like required by law. He said everybody should do, no matter who you are, every single person should do 15 body weight squats every single day, maybe even in the morning.
I completely agree with that.
Because those muscles are so big that they actually alter your genetics when they get engaged and operate like that. And he said it makes the rest of your body so much healthier.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. Nice.
We could have did with just the end of that story. But anyway.
You're getting to be a metal giant.
Okay, so
he's an interesting dude. That's like
it's cool to hear about him, but
no, it was
just a little bit long. But so go ahead. Yeah, you're right. Doing squats every day is a good thing,
and that's exactly what I've been doing those, and I've been feeling better and actually more flexible. And like tying my shoes wasn't such a burden. Like all of a sudden.
So Ric Flair, legendary wrestler, he did he does 500 squats a day or something like that.
Ric Flair, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, maybe he doesn't do them now when he's really old, but that was his thing.
You're talking about the jet flying, limousine riding.
Limousine riding. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you guys watch Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
So did you ever notice that Ashley Schaefer is like based on Ric Flair?
No, I never really noticed.
I just noticed that. I was watching some old Ric Flair videos and realized that was Ashley Schaefer.
That's hilarious.
My favorite scene from that show is when his friend dies in like season 3 or something like that, and he goes and brings that little radio and plays a stupid song there, Gin Blossoms or something like that.
When Jason Sudeikis died?
Yeah. Do this whole act out. It's so funny. It reminded me of our other brother a little bit.
I just posted a picture of Ashley Schaefer. I just posted a picture of Ashley Schaefer in our chat here, so you guys.
Yeah, it looks
Oh
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
Ric
that's
Flair.
right. Yeah,
oh
he
my
looks just like
gosh!
him.
Wow.
I do remember that now.
But moving forward onto my glorious week, I'm already going to grade myself before the end, and I would say a good D plus C minus range.
Wow.
But as for food wise, but I did keep working out. I was doing push ups and core exercises one day because I was just so sore in my legs, and my kids jumped on my back and they wouldn't get off, so I just kept going. And quite a workout when your kids are just sitting on you.
I know that always happened to me too when I do push-ups around here.
Just jump right up on you.
So calorie-wise, most day you were under your calories, or you think you went over your calories a couple times?
I think I haven't been tracking it because this week's just been it's been busy. But I would say the first half of the week probably under. I did pretty good there, but as I got into the weekend, I definitely went over, and that's so. I will go ahead and say my week was mediocre at best, and that's going to segue us into that next segment we were just talking about.
Well, wait a second. What's your daily calorie limit right now?
Remember, it was 2460, and we said we should try 2000.
Yeah,
I haven't set it to 2000 yet. I'm going to do that right now as we talk.
Do you think you're going over 2460?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. I think I did yesterday
I would
for
disagree
sure.
with that from what I saw on Saturday.
Were you talking like it was some kind of travesty?
On Saturday, no, I can tell you how much you ate on Saturday right now. You had, I would estimate 2 cups of macaroni and cheese, maybe 3. Cup and a half of rice.
So that's like 500-600
No,
calories.
Cup and a half of rice.
No, that wasn't Saturday. This is Sunday.
Oh, that was Sunday. That's right. That was Sunday.
Because it was after our weekly.
Yeah, our frozen pizza
potluck.
thing that just throws Shane.
Now, did we do the frozen pizza thing again, or did you guys learn your lesson?
No, we did frozen
Never
pizza
do.
again. It's
Yeah.
great.
We did frozen pizza
Okay.
again. Oh, yeah.
Did you guys
I
partake?
had a couple pieces, of course, and there was somebody brought in chili.
I don't
dogs,
get it.
and I had 2.
Okay, so this is a real moment here. Like, this is a real intervention kind of thing. Like, we're on a podcast trying to lose weight. How are you eating frozen pizza still? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Have you thrown frozen pizza out of your diet? Like all the way?
I mean, not really. I just don't ever have it, but it's just
Well, no
it's
wonder
just
you're
something
so
you can
unhappy.
easily over consume. So it's not a great idea to have it.
Oh no, it's not.
Well, anything calorically dense is very easy to overconsume.
I know. So that's why.
So
you should try
1/3
to
of a
get rid
frozen
those
pizza
things.
is 300 calories. It's roughly 3 slices, 2.5 slices.
Yeah, but so how many do you think you ate?
2.
I mean, that's not bad. If you had 2 slices, okay, I'll go for that.
Mike had 5 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4
So
and 2 chili dogs.
Are you serious?
There's
And then
chili
the orange
dogs there, so
chicken
I
and
had 2
rice,
chili dogs.
and then the macaroni and cheese later. And when it was happening, I was like, I should say something. And then Cliff,
You should have like thrown a shoe at his head or something, made him stop.
he
No,
was in a
so
pretty
here's
bad
like
mood.
I don't know what happened. So just that day, in general, I was in a terrible mood since the morning, and then all of a sudden, like, we had lunch. I was fine, and like, I would say lunch was at 11, so I would say about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All of a sudden, I just got really hungry, and so I just started gobbling up this food and like this macaroni and cheese and this orange chicken. And I didn't eat all the orange chicken and rice; just a couple bites. But Mark was saying our coworker was looking at me like all frightened,
and then
like he's watching the destruction of a nation.
yeah, Cliff just looked over, and we were all working pretty quietly. And Cliff just looked over, and I looked over too, and I was like, "Is he really?" Because I saw him pull the top off of the macaroni and cheese, and it had been maybe 2 hours since we ate lunch, and I was thinking like, "Is he really gonna like eat that whole thing of mac and cheese?" And then I do some work for a few minutes, look back, and he's got the orange chicken and rice. The mac and cheese bowl is empty, and.
You gotta be kidding me.
And when I noticed that, Cliff looks at him and goes, Cliff's our coworker. Cliff looks at him and goes, "You hungry, man?" And Michael goes,
I looked at him and I said, "Lay off! I'm starving."
Michael looks at me and goes, Yeah, I guess I'm just really hungry right now for some reason. Maybe it's from all the shoveling snow this morning, or maybe I'm stress eating. And then and then he finished eating. And then had his drink or whatever.
It was like a weird, like it was like I said, when I see a buffet and I go nuts, it was like that moment just happened.
Right. It didn't floor me because
it
happens to me too. It didn't floor me, but I was just trying to think like, well, how many calories does he have today? Maybe he doesn't eat when he gets home, because like with me, I'll eat. Some work days I'll just eat once. So, I mean, it just depends like what day it is and how I'm feeling. So I don't know your plans when you get home, but yeah, after all that,
most of the time there's not much going on.
Wow.
It was bad, and it was terrifying, and I hated every minute of it. So tonight, since it's my last, we work 3 12-hour days, so my week is ended. So tonight I'm actually going to do some cardio, do some walking outside, work out. I got to shovel some more snow. We're actually getting more snow possibly this next weekend. So
16 to 24 more inches, and we already got 12.
Oh my Lanta! Getting my car out was the worst.
Yeah. So how did you feel after this binge?
Fantastic.
Like, you really felt good about it, or not about
the
it?
binge.
You mean
You
emotionally?
actually felt
Shane?
better. Not even emotionally. Like, didn't you feel like physically bad after you ate all that food?
Not at all. For some reason, I don't know. I ate all that food and I felt better, and I just, after, like, when Mark saw me stop eating, like the rest of the night was like that, like where I was just content.
That's so weird. So everybody, any of us who gotten this large, over 50 pounds overweight, we've had these moments. So it's not like I've never done it or Mark's never done it. We've all done it. So, no judgment there.
I'll openly admit it. Yeah.
But I think we have this going on, a lot of support. You should probably try not to do it again. Try to find other ways to handle this.
No, for real. Just bring, like, if you're gonna, like for me, the only resource I have there is like this weekend I brought that salad, right, with the vinaigrette and an apple and an orange. And so when I start feeling the binge coming on, those are all I got.
And maybe you just need to drink water or something if you're that hungry, or take a walk instead. Do something healthy instead.
Yeah. So I have the giant water bottle, and I opened it up. I went to go fill it up, and because I abruptly left work, there was water sitting in it for the past week, and it stunk. It had like the mildewy smell. I was like, I can't put water in here, but I'm so thirsty.
It is a pretty sizable water bottle. In fact,
he left it at my house one
out.
time.
Yeah, he
might traveled
be
2 different states.
Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I traveled back here, and I took it back up there with me, and then back down.
We brought it back up with us.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's interesting.
So yeah, that's my thing, and I think you're right. It was literally just water,
Probably.
but I didn't have a backup, water bottle or cup.
I mean,
per se.
ultimately, hopefully, you're close to your calories, and but yeah,
That was the worst of the week, though. Like, just that one day and that moment, which is terrible. But I don't know why. I mean, afterwards, I was like, all right, I can move on.
In the grand scheme of your life, one binge will hardly affect you.
No. Yeah, as long as you keep it to a minimum, and you try to keep your other days, your calories low, you should be fine.
Yep, that's the good news and the bad news, is that change happens slowly.
The good news is I ate a bunch of carrots the night before. It was delicious.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten carrots in so long.
If you're hungry, carrots are one of the easiest ways to suppress your appetite.
You guys, I have a great idea talking about carrots here. We should do this. The first ever food eating competition of straight celery, because you're burning calories when you eat celery. Who can lose the most weight eating celery? But it's just celery.
I'd almost rather eat nothing.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
let's fast.
You can eat lettuce.
40 days and 40 nights. Let's fast.
What about 39
fast
nights? I don't like ending a fast at night.
All right. So as far as something that I shouldn't have ate that I did, I made brownies the other night and I had one.
Oh my gosh.
Brownies? Which is good because normally I'd have half of the whole thing. Now this is still as large as I am, sweets are my thing. So I don't eat it all the time, but if I do have brownies, which is once every couple of months or something, I'll eat a ton of them.
I picture you turning into like the Cookie Monster. You're like, oh, I'll just have one.
No, I just had one, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I had. I was good with it. Yeah, so it went well. So it was within my calories too. I didn't go over my calories with it, which was important.
Oh, that's good. I love brownies. I
Good
never
job.
ever have brownies, and I would like some, but the work to remember them is too much.
Yeah, well, so here's the brownie thing, which I don't know if you guys remember or not, but there's a little show that used to be on that called Quantum Leap.
Yes.
Right? Came on Tuesday nights. Somehow that aligned when Mom wanted to make brownies. So every time we make brownies, I always think about Quantum Leap and with Al. And me and my wife always joke about that Quantum Leap night. So Tuesday night brownies.
Sam Beckett.
Yeah, it's a good show. I don't know if you ever watched it. He looked in the mirror and he saw somebody different, but when he wasn't in the mirror, you saw him. It was weird, but it was a good show.
Yeah, he was a different person every week, right?
Yep. Sometimes famous people, sometimes not so famous.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of spoofs off of that on other shows, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
So that's all I had. What about you, Mark?
I had a Mountain Dew this week.
Speaking of, I mean, that's, okay, 300 calories, but was it within your calorie goal?
300? No, it was 170.
Okay. Speaking of, Michael, have you kicked your soda thing out yet?
Just about. I say just about because I had stuff lingering in the fridge. I'm trying to get rid of it. So I'm not binging on it per se, but one a day
All right, so
until it's gone. And then we have
you're working it into
just
your
water.
calories.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you want to be terrified of Mountain Dew, look up this thing called brominated vegetable oil. Oh, my gosh.
Bromine's no good for you, man. The bad halogen. You want iodine.
Did you say halogen?
Yeah, bromine.
Halogen's a
Bromine.
type of light. What? Wait, hold on.
No. Look up bromine.
What?
Huh?
Oh, third lightest halogen.
It's in the. It's literally. What happens is your thyroid.
Oh,
will
it's a
see
chemical
bromine.
element. It's okay. It's a halogen element. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And your thyroid will actually see that as iodine, and it does bad things.
And
to
absorb it.
You. Yeah.
Do you know you take, like, so I live not next to, right next door to the nuclear power plant,
All right.
but pretty close, probably like 15 miles away or something. We're in the radius zone. So you could take iodine pills, and that helps stop absorbing more radiation if that was to melt down. Something like that.
Yeah, because
So-
like the iodine supercharges your thyroid.
yeah, it gets absorbed, so no other radiation can get absorbed.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Anyways,
Really?
that was,
Wow.
Here's what that was.
Boring.
All right. So
Well, all right, bromine. Real
Boring.
quick, bromine. This is what freaked me out. Someone told me about this week. He was drinking a Mountain Dew while he said this. By the way, it was a coworker. Bromine is corrosive to the tissue when it's in a liquid state. It's corrosive to human tissue, and it like in vapor form, it'll irritate your eyes and throat, and it's very toxic. Or the vapors are really toxic when you inhale them. But so some people, like when they have a serious Mountain Dew addiction and they're drinking like 8 or 10 cans a day for years, they stop drinking it. Their vision actually dims out.
wow,
Yeah,
that would stink.
and
I
that's
haven't
a
touched a Mountain Dew in years.
that's irreparable nerve damage. You don't get that vision back.
And what? So you were enjoying a Mountain Dew as you were hearing this, or what?
Weirdly enough, it was after he told me. I hadn't even thought about Mountain Dew until he told me about that.
So he told you this horrifying story. This horrifying story about Mountain Dew. Then you're like, hey, that makes me want a Mountain Dew.
Organic bromines can
Crack one
cause
open.
damage to organs such as liver, kidneys, lungs, and milt. I don't know what milt is.
That's how kids say milk.
Your bromine will damage your milk. Oh man.
You guys want to hear an interesting fact? Mythbusters did this. That Coca-Cola can be used to remove blood stains.
Oh yeah.
Cleans
It's
rust.
also used like people use it to clean battery battery posts. I forgot what they're called, but you know,
You guys hear my Amazon Echo Show talking? It just for some reason started talking.
I couldn't hear it.
Okay, good.
well, that's cool. So we had interesting weeks. Some of us more than others. And I
Yeah.
guess it's
I think Mark labeled it perfectly. He's like, you went into like a wear fat moment.
we're fat. I
werewolf?
love it.
Yeah, he turned.
So like wear fat, and then like, I guess I had 1.5 Mountain Dews, and then just went into wear fat mode.
It's
Wow.
instead of a full moon, it's like a certain level of stress. Once you reach it, you turn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
what happened.
obviously, it goes without saying, you're going to need to find a way to deal with that stress. Stress is never going to go away.
Yeah, that's
So,
And
you're gonna have to
what's
figure
been
out how not to
happening-
eat when you're stressed out.
what's been happening is I just haven't had a good workout in the last couple of days.
Yeah,
Especially at work. We're busy and physically working, but at the same time, it's not de-stressing to do that.
no, that is important too. Like, I found when I work out in the mornings, I'm way less likely to overeat. But on that Saturday, it was a struggle. Most days it's not a struggle, but on Saturday I didn't work out. It was hard to.
You guys
to
know the
not
best way. Here's the best way to deal with stress. Ready?
Playing your badly
tune
tuned
it in.
guitar.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's tuned. No, for real. Like, for real. Like playing music. Oh man, if you just learn how to play a few chords and like write a song, I feel like that's the ultimate de-stressor.
I mean, it is, but also working out is as well.
You could do both.
Like run on a treadmill while playing the guitar.
Yeah. Or you could play the
Try it.
guitar while you run on the treadmill.
That's what did I say? Did I say run on the guitar while playing the treadmill? Or is that what you just said? I'm confused. Okay.
I just said
So
what you
it's-
said, but I inverted it.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So I think it's time for us to face the music. So speaking of instruments, it's time to weigh in.
All right, who's going to go first?
Is anybody there? Okay. I guess I'll go first. Here we go.
All right, get on the scale.
All right. Getting on the scale. $273.5. I only lost
Oh, wait. What was it
pound.
last week? 1 pound?
274.5.
Didn't you say you worked out every single day?
I worked out every day. I was under my calories. I only lost 1 pound.
So in the word, Pat would say, "You're BSing me. What aren't you telling me about?"
That's just what it is. I lost 1 pound.
Okay, I guess that's
So-
your goal, right? You burn enough calories to lose a pound a week.
Well, no, so my deficit when I figured it out should have been around 9,000. So it should have been at least 2 pounds, almost 3. Only thing I can suspect is, of course it's week 2 and it's weird sometimes. And
Yeah, week
maybe I
2
just
is
had
cursed.
maybe I had too much salt or something. I'm pretty sure that it's going to even out in the next day or so. It'll probably next week. I'm expecting it to be a good amount lower, but I don't know. That's one thing. So look for this blog post that I wrote because I was so frustrated about this. That's coming out pretty soon. It'll be on Thursday. It's coming out, and it's all about that. Sometimes the scale doesn't reflect what you did. I'm not eating things I'm not recording. I did all the workouts. I have proof of every single workout I've done, and still I've only lost 1 pound. So, that's how it goes. You can't. All I can control is what I do and what I eat. I can't control how my body's going to respond. So it's very annoying. I was expecting at least 2. I was hoping for 3.
Well, Shane, should have been.
But should have been. That's right. Should have been. So, kind of in my blog post, you'll see it. You kind of have I have 3 options here. I could quit, which is what I used to do, which was fun. Right?
Super
This
fun.
is frustrating.
Really fun.
When you put all that time in and you just want to. So quit is one of them. The other thing I would do other times is switch my diet. So like at this point, I'd be like, okay, this is not working. I gotta go do keto or something like that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with it. And as long as I lose 10 pounds by February 1st, I think I'll be okay. If I don't, then I might want to look at changing the diet. So I think the calories are on point, the workouts are on point. Hopefully the diet's okay. I know it's got to change at some point, but maybe I'll try a cleaner diet in February if I haven't lost 10 pounds by then.
Well, no, 1 pound's good. I mean, you're still trending down, so.
I am trending down. So yeah, you gotta take what you can get, right? But I'm not at that level yet of weight loss where I should be plateauing, which is frustrating.
You know what, Shane? I was wondering. So, do you eat 3 meals a day?
Yeah.
So, people, this is something you could look into, right? But everyone that I follow that has had a significant weight loss, and that they're not just people who lost weight, but they're people who built physiques, like really good physiques. Almost all of them do intermittent fasting, and it makes sense because I've heard and read plenty of times that when your insulin level is up, your body doesn't actually have access to your fat cells. So all it can use is the glycogen that's left in your body. And then once that's out, you just start getting super tired. But if you're in a fasted state where you haven't eaten in a few hours, right, then you have access to those fat cells for energy.
Yeah, I've dabbled with intermittent fasting off and on. Right now I do about a 12-hour fast anyways. So I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I usually stop eating at 7 and I don't eat until 7 o'clock the next day or 8 o'clock. So
I want to get to a point where I'm doing like, what is that, 16-8?
yeah, I've done 16s. It's kind of hard for me. Like I can't not eat in the morning because I take, some supplements and stuff that I'd rather have food with. But, maybe I can eat early dinner or something like that.
Well, you could take your supplements at dinner time.
Again, that's like an extreme kind of thing. Like I should just, maybe actually an option is to eat 5 meals a day and see how that works.
Oh, yeah, smaller meals.
Which that's the opposite spectrum, but some people say it works for them, so maybe I can look into that.
Right. Well, intermittent fasting yields a similar response to ketogenic eating, except you're not changing your biology. You're just opening up the window for fat storage for access, I guess. So what if you were to eat 5 meals, but your window meals, right, are where you'll have, your carbs, and then maybe your meals on the edge of the day, like where you have your breakfast and your late dinner or late night snack, maybe those are just protein meals or something.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm not going to change much right now. I'm just going to stick with it for the next couple of weeks and just hope that it was a fluke kind of thing and that all my work does come into play and pay off. We'll see. And then if in February, if I'm not at 10 pounds, I'm switching things up.
Cool. That sounds wise.
Yeah, because that's why I've failed so many times, because I try to switch things up the first sign of failure. And, again, I'm going to say this a lot, and there's a lot of articles you can read. The best diet is the one you stick to.
Yep.
So if you can search that on the internet, you'll find a lot of research around that, and I believe that's true. So I want to try to stick to what I'm doing right now. Okay, you ready, Mark? Ready for the scale?
Yep. Yeah. Send me the scale over. I want to get on that thing.
Mark, how much did you lose this week or gain?
Or gain? You said that I do not. I take offense, sir. Good sir.
I'm kind of hoping since I only lost a pound.
I'm 344.2 this week, which puts me at 2.5 pounds.
2.5 pounds. Okay, so that's probably equivalent-ish to my 1 pound, right? I mean, that's good though. 2 pounds is great.
Oh, it's 3.5 pounds.
3.5 pounds.
Or wait.
Okay.
Oh no, I was 347.8 last week, and now I'm 344.2. Is that 3.5 pounds?
347 minus 344.2, 3.6 pounds.
Oh, all right, 3.5 pounds. Cool.
3.5 pounds. Congratulations. That's good stuff.
Woohoo.
Oh, no.
So I've lost 3.5 pounds.
And I lost only 1.
Oh boy, this is going to be embarrassing, but I'm in.
All right,
Do you want to play? Do you want to do your song real quick?
Yeah. So, should we play this preemptively for you too, Mike?
Yeah, this is going to be preemptively due to my work.
Okay, this is just a moment of silence for all the pounds not lost this week.
All right.
All right, that was enough
Should've
silence
been.
for those pounds.
Okay, so it's Michael's turn to weigh in. Did he lose? Did he gain? He had his aware fat moment. What do we think is going to happen, Mark? Let's do some commentary on this.
He's had a lack of confidence, so I'm gonna, if I was gonna put money on it, and I'm not. This isn't a character assessment. Just if I was putting money on it, I'd probably say stayed the same.
Stay the same. That's good. I hope he stayed the same. I hope he lost a pound. I mean, being over 300 pounds, it should be easy to lose a pound.
That's what they say.
It's probably harder. To not lose weight. It's harder to gain the weight, I think, at this point. So we're gonna see when he comes back. We're gonna see what he says if he lost or gained weight. We just don't know.
Oh no.
Well, that sounds promising. Let's hear what he has to say.
All right. First off, I stepped on the scale and it said thinking, and then it told me to step off.
Yeah, the Fitbit scales do that.
And I was really worried. And then I had that suspense music going. I'll play the scale. I'm going to play the scale intro anyway, see if it works. Nothing. Okay, so it didn't work. That's all right. Oh, there it goes.
It's just not loud.
So 334 points. I'm almost up to 335 again after that whole mess.
Okay,
What were you last week?
334.
333.
So you're up a pound.
Yep. So hold on, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're getting to be a mental giant.
Boy. Okay.
Am I dumb?
Well, I mean,
So-
there you have it.
So
I mean,
let's end it like this. Hold on.
let's talk about this stuff.
Guy in a little coat.
What time did you weigh yourself last time you weighed in?
It was in the morning.
So you're probably going to be about 2 pounds lighter in the morning. So it's
I'll
very
do it.
likely. It's
I'm gonna
very
do-
likely you lost a pound.
I'm going to do a reweigh tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and I will post that into the Fatties Helping Fatties thread.
Group.
Oh, thread.
So
Yeah.
So yeah. So we talked about being aware fat. We talked about Al Bundy.
Mhm.
We talked about that dude who rehabilitated himself using squats.
He wasn't using squats. He just recommended everybody squat.
We talked about bromine and what it does to the thyroid, and we talked about Coca-Cola. I think we covered all bases. It was a good
Yeah, I think we got
episode, guys.
everything in that we need to get in.
There was one. Well, I guess, how far are we?
We're at like an hour and a half.
We're at an hour 20, hour and a half. Come on, man. All right, just really
You know-
quick. I wanted to get your guys' take on something because it upset me, and I was wondering if I shouldn't be upset about it. I don't know. I was on a Facebook group, so I added myself to a bunch of weight loss support Facebook groups, and somebody posted on one of them, and it was a girl. She just posted a picture of herself, and visibly overweight. It was just a selfie, and it said, my mom told me I was obese today, and it had a sad face. And then there was about 1,000 comments on that thing of people saying, your mom's a butthole, get rid of your mom, she sounds like an arrogant whatever, a bunch of cuss words. And maybe 2 people, I was one of those 2 people, who commented and was like, maybe your mom's trying to help you become healthier. How do you guys think that should be handled? Like, do you how would you tell somebody they're obese, and when would you tell them?
Well, I mean, I think there's two sides to that. So you're probably both right. The mom probably shouldn't have said it, especially if it made the daughter
Why?
sad.
It's like it's a condition. It's like, what if you have the flu? If your mom tells you have the flu and you have it, is that offensive?
Well, we don't know how she said it. I mean, yeah, you just gotta. Maybe she's trying to help her out, but I don't know.
I think people need to be able to emotionally withstand being called fat. It's been my whole life. In fact, you guys did 60% of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've did a lot of fat shaming in our day.
We did a lot of fat shaming, and then we became fat ourselves.
Yes. So
The thing is,
It just came right back around to hit us.
The thing is, I think I am against the idea of fat acceptance. It's like smoking acceptance. I'm like, I don't understand.
yeah, I mean, hey, it is ultimately if that's how they feel they want to be, that's fine. But that's not how I want to be, so I'm not accepting it, right? Neither are we. Well, some of us.
Some of us here. Yeah, Mark.
All right. Hopefully you lost a pound. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna gain. 10.
There's a moment coming up in this podcast, Mike, and I'm gonna do my darndest to make sure it happens. The first time in our lives will be on this podcast. The first time in our lives that I've ever weighed less than you will be aired on this podcast.
The gauntlet is thrown.
I'm coming for you. Michael's
playing.
done. He's fat shamed me more than any other human being.
Yeah, it's true. So
Yeah, but I also got made fun of because I did that and it was stupid. And I also got made fun
once
of
or twice, maybe.
once or twice by very, very popular people in high school, and that is hurtful.
I'm sorry that you were hurt. Oh man, do you want me to get you a crying rag? You want me to send a crying rag over to your house?
No,
so the lesson
just the point
don't
I'm
call
making
your
is
siblings fat, because we did that and it's rude.
Yeah, don't.
Well,
It's rude and it hurts their feelings and your feelings.
I'm
will get
actually
hurt.
glad for all the fat jokes and people saying I'm fat. Like, honestly, the first few months, like I mentioned with Mike, that I worked with Mike, because I'd seen him every once in a while for the last few years, but then seeing him every day, I'm like, I was thinking like, wow, he's gotten a lot bigger than I thought he did originally. And so a lot of it was me trying to figure out the appropriate way to, like, without making Michael like want to give up or be upset or hate me, to be like, hey dude, I don't know if you realize, but you're like morbidly obese now, which is,
Yeah, I beat you to the punch on that one. I was like, yeah, I gained a lot of weight. He's like, oh, okay, that was weight.
Right,
He's
but
like,
Let me stop you before you talk.
yeah, having it. Yeah. Do you preface every conversation with that before you try to say it? I know I'm morbidly obese.
yeah, but I try to say it like Jack Black. I know what you're gonna say. I'm morbidly obese, but I'm getting there. The band's about to take off.
Well, so what about, can you make it to the gym this week, Mike, or what?
I'm gonna try to. The toughest thing is throughout the week I have to be, because we both work full time, so I have to be stay-at-home dad. And if I can't make it to the gym, what I want to do is I want to do some DDP yoga.
Oh yeah. Do some DDP.
But I'm still going to continue my workouts. Like, I didn't stop doing that.
Yeah.
The thing that killed me though was
How long are you doing them for?
tremendous eating. About 30 to 60 minutes, somewhere in that
Yeah,
range.
I mean,
I don't time myself.
try to get your
though,
heart
that's the
rate
problem.
up for that amount of time. That's the only way you're going to really lose the weight. But I don't know. I think you're probably going to, if you weigh yourself tomorrow, you probably would have lost at least a pound. I bet.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, let it.
So we'll
post
say
it.
we'll say my weight will be TBD.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. All right. So I
Hold
think
on, wait. Something very important in life for moving forward is accepting a loss or failure. I
Nope.
think just
Never.
putting a pin in it.
I never lose. I can't
Well,
lose.
It's
No.
it's the same thing.
No.
Here, listen.
Okay,
It's
go
the
ahead.
same thing as when I would always be like, oh, okay, well, this week doesn't count because I ate bad a few times, so I won't weigh myself until next week.
All right. Well, let's make this fair. What time did you weigh yourself today?
I weighed myself this morning after I pooped,
Uh-huh.
and then I weighed myself right before we started the show.
No, you
I
didn't. You said nothing about that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you got to weigh yourself in the morning.
Cat.
So, hey, I might be wrong. You might have not lost a pound, but you'll find out tomorrow morning, and we'll see.
No, I accept the loss this week.
That's right.
I take full responsibility.
That's right.
For my
Take
actions.
responsibility. I just wrote a blog. If you guys
And-
haven't read it, I wrote a blog about blaming external things. And if we
there's
just
no-
take responsibility,
like everything,
There's no blame going
like
on.
everything else.
What's that?
There's no blame going on right now.
I'm not blaming anybody but myself.
Well, right.
And the wear fat.
The opposite of that. I mean, the point of that was to say taking personal responsibility means admitting failure and then figuring out, reevaluating, and setting a new baseline for how you're going to, improve.
All right. Well, this is good. I mean, this week was great for Mark again. I should say this. We didn't give you your due last week because I was just so I was angry. How dare you lose 7 pounds?
Eating pizza and Oreos.
Pizza, Oreos, you only worked out twice, and I did all this stuff, and I only lost.
Well, here's the thing too. I didn't only work out twice. My 3 days at work, I burn 1,000 calories each one of those days.
Oh, well, okay. But anyways, so you're good. So you're down 11 pounds so far. Is that correct?
Just about 11.
Almost 11 pounds. That's pretty great. Wow. So February 1st, what are you hoping to weigh?
Oh, to be honest, I'm not sure what today's date is. Let me check. Okay, so that's 2 weeks away.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, February 1st. Tell you what, February 4th is our birthday, and we will be recording an episode that night. Mine and Mike's birthday. We're twins. Did we mention that on the show yet?
Probably have not.
We did the very first episode. I said I'm the other.
Oh, that's right.
Youngest, the twin brother.
Yeah, and we're like
And
3
then I
minutes
changed my
and
name.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I changed my name to the fattest brother.
1, 2, 3. So the third episode from today will be our birthday. Is that day we will be 30. That's our 30th birthday. I'm gonna say on that day, my goal. Boy, this is steep, but you know what? Aim high. I want to be 300 and what is that? 1, 2, 3 weeks. How much do I weigh today? Oh, 3, 4. All right, I want to be 325 pounds.
So that's what's that, 22 pounds or something like that?
344,
Or
that's 17 pounds.
Or 17 pounds, 19 pounds.
Did I say 325?
Yeah.
19 pounds, yeah.
So 19 pounds you want to lose by then. So that's cool.
Well, that's a lot now that we said 19. Whatever, I said it.
Yeah, that is a lot. So how
We'll do
about
it.
yeah,
Well,
maybe you do 10 where you're like 335.
Yeah, reach my weight and then make fun of me when you do.
There you go. 335 by
There we, okay,
February
that
4th.
seems reasonable. Yeah, thank you for
Right.
Now,
for not letting me reach too far.
I was going to say, the moment that you hit it, though, I expect to see a meme made of some sort.
Well, Michael, maybe you can keep this from happening. What's your goal by February 4th?
Right. If you lose 1
not-
pound by February 4th,
Not eat macaroni and cheese again.
No, that's
I'm just kidding.
what's your weight loss goal?
if you lose 1 pound, Mike, and my goal is 335 by the 4th, then you will still be less than me on the 4th. If you do 1 pound
On the 4th. So that's 4th. That's 2 weeks. I want to shoot for 5 to 7 pounds.
5 pounds, yeah, that's probably good. So we'll say 5 pounds. So right now you're, what were you, 334 again?
334.7 if you want to be exact.
So okay, so
Central Standard Time.
you want to be in the 320s by February 4th.
Correct.
And I want to do. So far, I'm down about 5 pounds. I want to do 5 more pounds. So that'll put me at 269.
Oh gosh, look at this guy.
Yeah,
That's like my
269.
ultimate goal weight.
I know.
So that's what
You
I'm
could
going
just
for.
go. You might as well just go apply to be WWE wrestler.
Okay, cool. So I think we're gonna wrap this up now. Remember, nuclear bomb that button, the like button, and the subscribe button. But for real, share this out. We need like lots of listeners. So share this out.
Share it out.
Tell everybody about it. I think this is a fun podcast. A lot of people need to lose weight. I mean, like 50% of people are overweight, right? So we should have like 100 million people listening to this.
We're just trying to do it in good fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Make you laugh with us and enjoy.
And I've thought about that. Maybe
our
our like saying fat so much is going to turn a lot of people off. So, you know, if that's the case, that's fine. But we're gonna be real, and you can join into the Fatties Helping Fatties, the group on Facebook, and get there. You can just like go to the Brothers Fat Facebook page. Also go to thebrothersfat.com, and you should be hearing other things about what to do. The $1,000,000 challenge
and also
whatnot.
Share the Brothers Fat YouTube channel.
Yeah, share that out as well. We're going to put our podcast up there as well. We're also going to start at some point. We're going to actually have video elements. Maybe we'll record ourselves doing the podcast. And we'll cut clips out so you can share them. That might come soon if we're all not too embarrassed to be on camera. But
yeah,
I'll be on camera.
Wearing your pastor's old jacket.
I can't fit into it yet, but that'll be my goal. Maybe the last video we shoot this year will be me wearing that jacket.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. No, again, thank you for the opportunity, and it's been awesome. And I hope this next week's will be better than this last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. This isn't a retirement.
So this
speech.
is the thing, guys. I mean,
this is like a close.
Unless something really terrible happens, we're doing this every week. 52 weeks at least. If we're just sitting here stagnant, we haven't lost all this weight in 52 weeks. I mean, it's going to be really embarrassing and annoying. So hopefully we all get on board and we're actually losing weight, because I don't want to have anybody quit. That would just defeat everything we've done up until now or up until they quit. So this is going to be 52 weeks whether we lose all the weight or not.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
I know how to commit.
I'm hoping that we have to change the name of this podcast at some point.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe we will.
Just the brothers.
So speaking of, I saw this YouTube channel, and maybe I'll share it out, where this guy's like trying to lose weight for like the past 4 years, and he hasn't really made a dent yet. But it's funny, but also inspiring because he keeps trying. I'll share it out. But it was like day 1,260. Like, what in the heck? And he still keeps trying.
Good for him, though. I hope he doesn't stop.
I know. Me too.
I hope he breaks something and moves forward.
But that better not be us. I mean, when we get to day 1,000, we better have not an ounce of fat on our bodies.
1,000. So that's 4 years.
Yeah, it was like 4 years.
Does he acknowledge this?
Yeah, he does. He's just like, I forgot what he said about it, but he's like, yeah, it's been 4 years. I'm still at it. Like, what in the world are you at? I mean, you can't have lost any weight.
What was your starting weight, sir?
No matter what your starting weight could have been 1,000 pounds. You should, at 4 years, be at a normal weight.
Or similar, respectively.
Yeah. So anyway.
That's terrific. You know what I thought about? At this point, I've probably lost 100 pounds. I've gained 100 pounds, too.
Yep. I've lost 20 pounds many times, 30 pounds sometimes. So, yeah, I've definitely... One of my jokes I want to do, which is not funny, but it's just something I thought. I was like, get up there and say, hey, I lost 100 pounds, and people would clap their hands and like, but I gained it all back. That'd be kind of funny.
That should be your only joke,
Yeah.
and then you just leave the stage in silence.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you know how people always clap for you if you lost weight or something, which is weird, right?
Yeah, we've been over that kind of stuff too. Give them a clap. You know, sometimes in church they give God a clap offering, and it annoys me sometimes. I'm just being honest.
A clap offering?
Yeah.
I'm more interested in money.
I don't.
If someone wants to
just
clap
like-
for me and the other option is money, give me the money.
Yeah, I'll take the money. All right, so we've been running this way too long.
Yeah, we can cut that God part out. I just thought I'd
Yeah,
throw that in there for us.
yeah, Mark. Actually, if we can do some pretty heavy editing on this thing, get it a little bit
Yeah, I
shorter
want
than
this-
what it is.
Get a little bit shorter. Cut my weight out.
yeah,
that
we're-
entire
yeah.
segment.
We're at 137 respectively, so we're not too bad.
It's not terrible, but yeah. Okay. That sounds good. All right, guys. So we'll see you next week, and hopefully we're less fat.
Hope we're less fat. Let's do it.
Hopefully we're less fat.
Don't forget to smash that like button. I'm just kidding.
All right. We'll see you.
All right,
See ya.
We'll see you guys later.
The Brothers Fat is brought to you by a history of bad decisions. Now, if you're interested in joining those bad decisions on the list of things that make this podcast possible, maybe perhaps a sponsorship or just sending some cheddar our way as a tip, saying, "Hey guys, thanks for making fun of fat people all the time." If you wanna do that, send us an email at thebrothersfat@gmail.com. We are interested in your money. Hey, tune in next week for another Fat podcast. We'll see you then.